But Alasdair, I've got a story.
But Alasdair is how you're starting it.
But Alasdair, I have a story.
Are you interrupting me?
I'm trying to, like, not unlike Shakespeare, I'm trying to engineer interest by it appearing to start halfway through a scene, as he famously does in Macbeth.
Does he? In Macbeth?
Yeah, it's the three witches are mid-chat.
But Macbeth. Oh, are they?
Yeah.
And they're like, so I said, Eye of Newt, and then the other two fall about laughing.
But which two? And then they can, yeah.
Do the witches not have individual names?
Uh,
Lazy.
I think their cats do. Their familiars do, because one of them's called Grey Malkin, because that's how one of them announces they're going to leave. She suddenly breaks off mid-sentence and goes, "I come, Grey Malkin," and it's always stuck in my head.
Because the cat was like, "Oh, but the witch, but which,
but which."
I better go and deal with that cat. This is a normal way of starting a conversation.
Wait a minute, that cat sounds like it's doing something more interesting. I better go.
So you've got a tiny little story.
I've got a little sort of Leicestershire soupçon. I don't know what a soupçon is. I imagine it's a type of soup. Pretty sure it's not.
I don't know. I think it's a small bowl of soup.
Small soup.
Like a ramekin of soup.
Like a shot. Soup shots.
Like a shot of soup, yeah. And then just a little bit of bread afterwards.
A crouton. One single crouton.
A single crouton, yeah.
That's what they were invented for.
Put some pepper on your hand.
This tale is from Wistan. Like the gravy.
It's a sort of more whimsical version of Bisto. Is that what you're getting at?
Yeah, it's almost insurmountable. It's almost undetectable.
So it's sort of Bisto and Wisto.
Yeah, it's a much longer advert.
Yeah,
it's 5 minutes of people the mum just staring out the window. Wisto. It is a hamlet and abandoned medieval village.
It's an abandoned medieval village.
Yeah. I presume that means they abandoned it in medieval times.
Is it still abandoned?
Yes. But there's a small hamlet there as well. Yeah. They've not modernised in their absence.
They didn't go back and add Wi-Fi and stuff, even though it was abandoned.
Yeah. No.
Oh, it's got all broadband.
It's not even got dial-up. Can you imagine such a thing? Oh, no wonder they abandoned it. Yeah, exactly.
We said the same thing, James. We don't.
Yeah.
This podcast is.
We don't need both of us. There's a church called St. Wistan's Church. Wistan? Ever heard of St. Wistan? No, me neither.
No, I would have thought it was like St. Winston being said quickly.
Wistan Churchill. No, it's Wistan, like
the gravy.
Yeah, St. Wistan. He was a Saxon prince of Mercia. He was the grandson of Wiglaf. Is that it?
Wiglaf.
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 Yes.
Combining the word wig and the word laugh.
Yeah, it seems cruel. My God, if he wore a hairpiece. Oh.
Imagine if he was just completely bald. Yeah. That's the big joke. Is like Little John. He hasn't even got any hair.
Yeah, no, Wiglaf, he was the king of Mercia. And he had a son called Wigmund. So, Wiglaf, Wigmund, Wistan.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Wigmund died before Wiglaf, right?
Tragic.
So so there's the grandfather, the son, the grandson, who we're talking about, Wistan.
So Daddy Wiggs is dead. The
middle wig is dead. The middle wig dies a year before the big wig. And
very, very sad.
It is sad. So obviously Wistan was too young to become the king. So his mum, Elfleda, yes. Elfleda. It rules as the regent, right?
Mm.
And she wanted to marry her cousin, Bertrick, or Britfardus.
Britfardus?
Yeah.
Well, so Bertrick to his friends?
Bertrick, a.k.a. Britfardus. Yeah, maybe nice. If he's being, fancy. She wanted to marry him. But that was her cousin. So Wistan said no. Probably because he was like a child who just like, oh no, that's gross.
Yeah, you shouldn't really be giving that decision to a child. Although he has got a point.
He said it was
a cousin marrying.
He said it was against God.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's quite strong because in those days it was quite common.
Things get more against God in this story. Britfardus lured Wistan to a secluded spot.
I see where this is going. They're going to Kenelm this kid.
This is the Kenelm.
Oh dear.
To talk it over, he gets his head cloved in two. By
In
Brit
two,
Fardus.
do we know if it was portrait or landscape? Do we know?
I don't know if it was 16:9 or 9:16.
Yeah, that's what I need to know.
It definitely ended up split screen.
But I guess
I'm guessing straight down the middle. But
okay.
Britfardus buried him, but a beam of light shone down onto the grave. And if that wasn't enough to kind of highlight what something bad was going on, where the blood spilt, what would you think sprouted from the ground?
Something accusatory, like thorns.
That's good. No.
Or frogs.
No. Oh, that would be weird. This is kind of weirder.
Weirder than frogs?
Yeah. Human hair.
Human hair? That's disgusting.
Yeah, it's quite
that's
icky.
disgusting. Oh.
Britfardus.
Oh, no.
Britfardus.
I mean, I wasn't particularly on board with the child murder, but now I'm definitely out. It's a no from me.
Okay. Well, Britfardus unsurprisingly went insane. And if you were to visit that spot on the 1st of June, which is the anniversary of the murder and St. Wistan's Saint Day or whatever, 1 hour of that day, hair sprouts from the ground again.
And James, do you know what happens when that little burial mound gets hair on it?
No.
It's a wig mound.
Mate,
he did it.
He
lived up to his father's name.
He became a wiggy. That's the thing. That they are defined by their wigginess.
Finally bewigged. Bewigged, if only in death.
If in death. Oh wow!
I should die, think only this of me. There is some corner of a foreign field with an amazing wig
with a side parting. Oh, that. I mean, that fits together now. That makes sense. You've blown this case wide open like
I'm glad you brought it to me.
Man on the bomb squad who brings his work home with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that checks out. And that is a little preview that's a little story from near Leicester. I've got another one. It's much longer.
Good. And James, will you be telling me that at the Leicester Comedy Festival?
Exactly. I will be telling you that.
On the 6th of February?
On the 6th of Feb. I'm going to start telling it around 4 p.m.
Oh, great idea. Because that's when the show is.
In Pete's Pizzeria, which is also where the show is.
There is a venue there. We're not just going to be in a pizzeria.
Telling stories.
There's this, no, it's not that kind of setup. There's an upstairs room. So are you telling me that this whole thing was just a promo for that?
This is just a really long advert, like the Wisto advert.
Wisto.
No one remembers it because it was
too maudlin almost.
Yeah.
Too wistful.
Yes.
Well, I thought the story of all the little wiggies was very good.
Big wig, middle wig,
good little tale.
Little wig,
dead wig,
dead wig.
Poor little dead wig.
Poor little dead wig. Wait a minute. What happens, Alasdair? I know the answer to this, but what could happen to someone if, for some reason, they couldn't get to Leicester on the 6th of February?
I think the answer is that they could watch it online through the comedy streaming service Next Up.
That's correct.
Is that correct?
What if they're in an abandoned medieval village?
And there's no
hope for them. No Wi-Fi, no dial-up, no nothing.
It probably rules it out. Unless it's an abandoned medieval village that's about 7.5 miles from Leicester, in which case go to Leicester.
Yeah, or sit there and just comb the grass.
Yeah, yeah. Just shave it. Just shave the grave. That's what I say. Shave a grave. Help out your community. Shave a grave.
Hey, guys, why not shave a grave?
Why not shave a grave?
At this time of year, we need to worry about hairs on graves. Bearded gravestones. Sideboards all over the shop.
Maybe just one of those urns, but with a moustache.
Yes. Aside from our charity work for the Shave a Grave Foundation, please come and see us in Leicester Comedy Festival or online on Next Up. On Leicester Comedy Festival on Next Up.
I'm off to shave a grave. Don't know about you.
Probably might just go and give a little short back and size to a mausoleum. Just do a comb over on a war memorial.